Brenna Cavanaugh, 140 Summer Street. Good evening, school board members. I'd like to publicly acknowledge and thank the Portsmouth High School school teachers for all of their hard work. Like any high school, there are often distractions in the building, outside of the building, politics, and sometimes even media attention. Despite these challenges, the educators of Portsmouth High School soldier on with exemplary professionalism and carry out their missions as teachers and mentors. Not only do our children need to feel safe and protected while they are at school, so do the men and women who work at the high school. The school resource officer presence at the high school recently has been inconsistent at best. The school department and the police department share the funding 50-50 to fund a full-time SRO at the high school. It is the expectation of the parents, taxpayers, students, and the staff that there is an SRO at the school the majority of the time from the bus drop-off to bus pickup. But that has not been the case recently, and it's important to point out that this is beyond the school's control or the school board's control because it's a police department staffing responsibility. I did bring this issue up at the December Police Commission meeting too because I've been really concerned about this issue the past few months. School board members, did you know that some Portsmouth High School students are afraid to use the bathrooms? During the past month or so, I've heard this from three very credible adult sources. They're afraid to use the bathrooms because of drug use, bullying, fights, and other illicit activities going on in there. Some kids have to hold it all day or try to find a way to get to the locker rooms or field house to use the lavatories. If this isn't a distraction to learning, I don't know what is. While many parents may not realize that an SRO has not been fully present at PHS lately, it certainly hasn't escaped the attention of some kids. Recently, a fight broke out in one of the bathrooms, one of the boys' bathrooms, a fight involving about 15 to 20 kids. This is not a fight. This is a riot, in my opinion. The damage to soap dispensers and other school property as a result of delinquent behavior and disobedience creates a whole other financial concern, which I'm not going to address because my main concern is safety. I'm not sure who broke up that fight, but I do wonder if it was a teacher. If so, it's unfortunate that teachers are dealing with this. We don't ask our police to teach algebra class, just as we should not expect our teachers to do police work. In October, I had a meeting at the high school. There was no one at the front desk to buzz me in, which is unusual. There's usually always someone there, and the place is very secure. And I tried the doors, and they were unlocked. I accessed the inside of the building and roamed the halls, opening doors to rooms in search of the office I was looking for, which is Mrs. Lyon's office, which I ultimately found. But the unsecured building that day was likely just a fluke and probably never happened again. But it's a strong example of why it is so important to have an SRO on premise during school hours from bus drop-off to bus pickup. Just today at a Kentucky high school, a 15-year-old killed 2 people and shot another 17. Yesterday there was also a school shooting in Texas carried out by a 16-year-old male student. There is no room for complacency. In this day and age, the need for a steadfast and consistent SRO could not be more urgent. The school is fortunate to have Tony, the safety coordinator. He does a great job, and actually just this week he was extremely helpful to my daughter, and I really appreciate that. But it's not fair to Tony to do the work of what the SRO is responsible for, and there is work that he cannot do as a civilian that a law enforcement professional can. I urge this administration and the school board to aggressively advocate for the consistent SRO presence that you fund and that the high school has benefited from in past years, and that our students, faculty, and taxpayers deserve. Thank you, and thank you again, teachers, for all of your hard work.